That's better. Hi, Haley. No, you're muted. Hey, how you making out?
Pretty good.
Okay. You have any questions?
Question 2B, I was kind of confused what it was asking.
The two positive numbers one?
Yeah.
Okay. So first it says convert each relation to an equation and a table with 4 pairs of values. Is the relation discrete or continuous? Explain why. So the cost of buying concert tickets, you did that one fine. Two positive numbers whose product is 24. Okay, so this one's a little different because so first of all, what we're going to figure out is that it's not necessarily a straight line, but here's how we do this, okay? So we've got x times y, so those are the two positive numbers. We times them, and that gives us 24, right? So if I make y my dependent variable, I go y equals, and then I go 24 divided by x, like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if I'm making a table of values, then I'll start with 0, but it's not a positive value, so I can't start with 0, so I have to start with the next lowest. So if x is 1, what is y in that case? So okay, so I can pick, I'm picking, remember, the independent variable, I can put anything I want in there, right? Okay, so I'm going to put a 1 in here. What's 24 divided by 1? Somebody said it, 24, right? Then I put a 2 in here. What's 24 divided by 2? 12. I put a 3 in there. 24 divided by 3 is? It's okay, I got her. It's 8. And then I put a 4 in there. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So now I've just created a table of values for this. Okay? I can put whatever values I want in for x, and then I solve for y, because y is dependent on what x is. All right? So it says, don't forget decimals. How would you answer the change? Okay, so I could put a value of 5 in there, and then I would get 24 divided by 5, which would give me 4.8. So that is a possibility. Okay? So the reason that I stick that in there is it proves that it can be continuous. All right? Which means then it's an actual line. It's not just coordinates. However, it says, how would your answer change if you considered whole numbers only? Well, if I only considered whole numbers, then this becomes discrete. So for example, all right, so I start with 24 and 1. So 24 is up here and 1 right there. Then I do 12 and 2. Then I do 8 and 3. 4 and 6. Okay, so this would be 6. This would be 4. 3, 2, and 1. So if I did just whole numbers, are you able to see this at all?
Yep.
Yeah? Okay. If I just did whole numbers, this would be a discrete graph, meaning I just have points plotted. It's not connected. If I drew a line through it and I allowed this to have decimals, that then becomes a continuous graph. So that's the difference between continuous and discrete. Continuous means I can draw a line through all my points, and I have to include all my decimals, okay? And a discrete graph means I just put points on there and I don't connect the dots. I just leave the coordinates. So that's what discrete is. So for question 2, that's how it changes. If I only use whole numbers, it's discrete. If I allow decimals, it becomes continuous. Okay? Does that make sense, Haley?
Yep.
All right. You have any other questions? No? You did okay on yesterday's assignment?
Yep.
All right. The rest of you that are on here, anybody else have a question this morning? Just want to know how this works. Are we okay with this today? How we're doing it?
It's great.
Yeah. Think this is doable if we do it. I wanted to attempt it today with the YouTube so that the other students can look back on it. Okay. But I also like this interaction that I can have with you if you're on during the meeting. So I think what I'll do is every morning at 9 o'clock, we'll do a meeting as well as YouTube live and go from there. What I think I'll do, just because, is next week I'm going to change your time to a little bit later, and I'll put one of my other classes on at 9 a.m. So then it's fair for everybody that somebody gets a sleep in. All right? Is that the best deal you've heard today so far? Okay. Any other questions? All right. Okay, well, we'll talk tomorrow at 9 a.m. then, okay? Oh, make sure I've got Mara, Lily, Emma Boley, Emma Palmer, Deacon, Avery, Haley, Grace, and I have all of your assignments. So, Kara, did you send me yours?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, no worries. I just couldn't remember. I'm getting so many emails. All right. Emma, on your Emma Boley, just maybe somehow get the pictures bigger. I can barely make it out. Okay.
Do you want me to resend it?
No, I think I'm okay. I'll try and make it out. If I can't, I'll email you to let you know. Okay. All right. Great. Have a good day, girls.
Bye.
Goodbye.